Okay, so I am in Finiq, very close to Saranda, in the south of Albania, and I'm in an archaeological zone of Finiq. The interesting part here is that here is not only archaeological site, but it's also a place where there are a lot of bunkers from the communist era, from the dictator Amber Hoxha. So it's interesting, the mix. We're going to see some of them now. Okay, so the first thing that you can see here is the view, and you can see the Udrin Lake, which is a natural reserve here in Albania. It also has an archaeological site, and that way is the sea. Like, you cross that mountain and you can see the Saranda Sea, and this is a bunker. The little shape that is like a mushroom shape is gone, but yeah, definitely that's a bunker that has been taken by nature. Yes, this is one of the bunkers. As you can see, this is the mushroom shape, and from here they were pointing their guns to that direction. And of course they have an entrance to the other side that is quite small. We'll show you one that is bigger, a better structure. It's just going that way. As you can see, this is a little bit bigger bunker, and you can see that it has 3 entrances. The main one that has the same structure than the other one, and these 2 that it may be that they used to go down. Right now they are completely blocked, but anyway, either if that's the case or not, basically these used to be good to check the view in looking for some enemies, etc. Of course, these ones are very easy to spot from far away, so what they used to do is just to cover it with some of these plants to make it camouflage with the environment. Okay, you can see there, that is house complex. So all of those, they used to be housed. Curiously enough, that one is the biggest thing that you can see. Usually something more symbolic, but this is just like a house complex, a complex of houses, sorry. And this is another bunker right there, and another part of the wall. This used to be like a fortification, so that's another part of the wall. This residential complex was a luxurious one, and it was built like in a waterfall, and it had some like balconies and stuff like that. It may be from the Hellenistic or the Roman period. They're not very sure about it. You can see those columns there, and it's supposed to be like down here used to have some stores, so it was a residential area with some stores down below. You can see that it goes down, and probably used to go even more down. And yeah, basically they don't know too much more about it. There's still works being carried on. So this is the theater of this city, as I mentioned before. It's kind of Hellenistic and Roman period, and the name of the city is called Finiq. Probably I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but anyway, this is the theater. As you can see, this is the half circle on the stage, probably. And of course, in this side, another bunker, right? So as you can see, there is the half circle, and you can see these columns, and looks evident that they used to have like some sculptures here, and this is the view. Okay, so this is or used to be a temple from the Hellenistic period, and after that, in the 6th century, they built a baptistry here, and it's something that basically happens all the time. One civilization builds something, and then the next one builds upon that, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Particularly here in Albania, start with the Illyrian, and then you go on, and then the Byzantines, then the Romans, and then the Ottomans. Sometimes the Illyrian are not the ones that started, sometimes it's another one, but it's this idea of built upon the structures of others. Religiously, I don't have like a lot of information, but military, obviously, is because there are strategic points. So it just makes sense to build upon something that has rocks and stuff, and it has like a 360 view of the environment, right? Okay, so this is the Paleo-Christian church, and the baptistry that was built upon the Hellenistic temple was part of this structure. That's supposed to be way bigger than what we see now, and basically every time that you see structures like that one, you can almost guarantee that it's going to be a church. Anyway, it was built during the Byzantine period, this kind of structure. It was built during the Byzantine period, and it was very damaged during the communist regime, because this used to be a military base. You can see here I'm in a cistern from the Hellenistic period, and of course later the Romans took this area. This area was important during the Roman period because it was a very important political spot in the region of Epirus. So this used to belong to the Epirus region. And you can see these marks that most likely are from the regime, from the communist regime. As I mentioned, this used to be a military base, so probably they took all these to construct upon them. Okay, so this is a medieval church. It's basically completely destroyed. You can see these columns and these rocks, and maybe could be that these rocks were used by the communists to build something, and that's why the church was destroyed. I don't have too much information about it. You can see the shape. It's the classic shape of the church. And going there is the main attraction that we're going to see. Okay, so this is the main thing. 1, 2, 3, I think it's 4 bunkers with 3 spaces for storage, probably weaponry, maybe food, etc. What we're going to do now is that we're going to enter to show you how it's inside. You can see this tunnel. I'm going to use my trusty lamp in some areas. As you can see here, how you used to see from here. That's the view. A very narrow window, so it doesn't allow any snipers to counterattack. You can see the storage unit, and you can see a tiny bat right there just chilling, and they're closed with these metallic things. And behind those doors there is different kind of stones that suggest that maybe there were other axes, other things inside there. Just enter into this one. You can see how it is, and these metallic ceilings, but they are full from the other side, so I don't know if they used to have something else. Basically, this is another outpost, and the exit or entrance from the other side. You can see this, and that's it. That's what it is.